All right, welcome to Bags, Buckets, and Bins. I'm Lisa, coming to you late night, just so I can get started on this Bokashi bucket. It's a new method of composting that I'm trying for the first time. I think it will be beneficial in my garden. It'll also help me to spend some of this worm food that I have been saving up for the worms. And the worms, they go through it, but they don't go through it as quickly as I was hoping. So my freezer was getting full of food scraps. So I was looking it up, and I saw the Bokashi bucket method that helps you um, basically uh, in a bucket compost all your food scraps. So I don't know. This is my first time doing it, so I'm not teaching you. I'm showing you what I'm doing to get started. I'm gonna show you all the materials that I got. I watched a few videos, and so I'll get started. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna need is a bucket. I just got a bucket, 5-gallon bucket with a gamma lid. So it unscrews once you put it on. It's called a gamma lid. You're gonna need food scraps. Already some liquid in there. You're gonna need, I'm going to be using shredded cardboard, and I use shredded cardboard in the bags to soak up liquid as well. You're going to need Bokashi brand. This is what you use to put in between the layers. This is what activates the Bokashi composting in the bucket. This is optional, but you don't have to have it. It's an airscape lid that presses down the food to make it an airtight seal. Okay, so that's basically all you need. So I'm going to, and you layer it like you do in a regular compost. So I'm gonna put the gamma lid on here tight. Make sure it's tight. Oh my God. Don't do this. Okay, so we got the first layer in. Let's open this. So this is what it looks like. Just put some on the bottom. I'm gonna bring you in closer. Okay, So let's start with the food. These are food scraps that I was saving, like I said, for my worms, and it just got too much. That was a lot, so I'm going to put some more bran in between there. I got oranges, peels, and probably, I don't know if I'm not supposed to mix it up, but it's so much. These right here is clothing. I'll put it, because you can put cotton in the worm bins. These are mostly apple peels. Okay. I'm gonna use this to press what we got down a little some, because I got so many more bags. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna have enough to start off with to close this bin for 2 weeks. Just trying to make more space for myself. All right. Okay. One thing they said you don't want to do is put in food scraps that's already rotten, and these are not. They were frozen and they weren't rotten at all. So here's the last bag that I set aside for the Bokashi bucket. All right, for the top, I'm gonna make sure I put enough bran on top. Now this has no bad smell, I guess, because like I said, it was frozen, and I just set it out last night, and it unthawed. I knew everything would arrive today. So finally, we're going to put the air escape lid on it. Press it down. So I look like I got enough room for a few more bags. I don't know. I don't want to wake the whole house. This little part right here is not fitting. Let's see if it'll slide on here anyway. Okay. Yep. All right. We'll close it. Because there's enough room in here, I'm going to add some scraps in here, maybe by the end of the week. So yeah. So everything doesn't have to be airtight now. Okay, so that's the first Bokashi bucket that I ever, did for myself. And throughout the garden season, I'm going to use this method. So I'll keep you up to date on how it's going, how effective it is. If I failed, if I succeeded, I share it all. But this is one method of composting, or composting. I don't know if you call a worm bin composting.
2 weeks later.
Okay, this is the follow-up. I closed this on March 6th. It is March 21st. I could have opened it yesterday, but I got busy. It's been in here. We're closed off. So let's see what we're working with. All right. Okay. No really big smell. So let's get it dumped and placed in the bin with the dirt. Okay, so this is some of the dirt from the soil. Here, it has worms in here.
Hi guys.
It has worms in there. It has microbiology in here. And I'm going to put the Bokashi in here. Let me see the shovel. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. I don't like the smell of that.
I'm going to interrupt real quick to say this is just one way to process your Bokashi. You can put it in your compost. You could, there's like people put it in their garden beds, directly in their garden beds. But because I was already taking this tree stump out, I just used the dirt that was around the tree stump to process it, because I saw that just burying it in dirt is an effective method. Okay, guys, so we got the Bokashi buried under some soil, and so we'll check back in. I think they said a month. We'll check back in a month or so to see if it breaks down, how fast it breaks down. No, I'll check back in 2 weeks. And because as you can see, we're getting the garden prepared, trying to level this tree stump here. So I'm gonna move that up against this wall. I'm not gonna plant anything in it. I don't even have holes in it, container to plant anything in here. So yeah, see you in 2 weeks.